In this video, we're going to look at index laws in algebra for integer, fractional and negative powers, the laws that are needed for M8. If you're revising, pause the video and have a go at question 1. I'm not going to explain why these work. You need to go back to your teacher for that, just sort of how these work. So the 7th law, we've got a to the power of 1 over m. So a number is raised to a power of a fraction. So what you do is you take the mth root of the number, where m is the denominator. This is like a special case. When the numerator is 1, you basically can just ignore, just go straight to the denominator and say that's the root I'm taking of that number. So 4 to the power of a half, you've got 1 as your numerator, so you can go straight to the denominator and say I'm going to take the square root of 4, which is 2. When you've got 8 to the third, you can see 3 is your denominator, so you're going to take the cube root of 8, which is 2. Straight to the written because the 1 is the numerator. So when a number is raised to the power of a fraction, you take the mth root, where m is the denominator. Now what happens if the numerator isn't 1? Let's say it's n. Well, then when a number is raised to the power of a fraction, you still take the mth root of the number, where m is the denominator. So take the mth root of that number, and then you raise it to the power of n, where n is the numerator, here. Okay, so a to the power of n over m is the same as taking the mth root of the number and then raising it to the power of n. We'll talk about that in a second. If we've got 8 to the power of 2/3, you can see the denominator here is 3, so you take the cube root of that number. When you've worked that out, which is 2, you can then raise it to the power of whatever the numerator was, which is 2. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Now, with this rule, you can look at it back to front, or in a different way. You don't have to take the mth root first and then raise it to the power of n. You could raise the number to the power of n first and then take the mth root. So here, we could raise it to the power of 2 first, so 8 squared, to give us 64, and then think, well, 3 is the denominator, so we're going to take the cube root of that, the cube root of 8 squared, the cube root of 64, and that is 4. Not always, but I think this one's better because it keeps the number smaller. If you root first, it keeps the number smaller. If you raise it to the power, you're going to get bigger numbers, which makes the calculations harder, especially in a non-calculator exam. So let's apply these to this question number 1. We've got x squared, and we're going to divide that by root x. We need it all in index form to do this calculation, or simplify it. Root x, that's the square root of x. So if we've got roots, they are fractional powers in index form, where the root is the denominator, so that will be 2. Now this is not raised to any power. This is a power here. There's no power here, so that would just be 1. So then we've got a division, where the bases are the same, so we can subtract the powers. And that would give us 2 take away a half, which is 3 halves. Now you could actually, that is, it's simplified, but that's also equivalent, by the way, to having the square root of x and cubing it. So, or that way. It's x cubed rooted, or it is the root of x cubed. Those three things are the same. They would all get the mark. This here's, there's a division here, so there's something still to be done. Okay, part B. We've got x, it's raised to the power of 12, and it is cube rooted. So because there is a root involved, if we're going to write it in index form, it needs to be a fraction. The root is your denominator. So it's a cube root, so it's a third. And then you're raising it to the power of 12. 12 will become your numerator. Now, sometimes that's you stopped, but here we can actually do 12 divided by 3. That's just a fraction. Just a calculation, 12 divided by 3 is the same as 4. So that's x to the power of 4. And then for this one, finish off with, in a previous video, or been taught, if you've got one term raised to a power, you can then raise those individual parts of the term to that power. So the term has 4 in it, so you'd raise 4 to the half. The term has y to the 6 in it, so you'd raise that to the power of a half. Only works because this is one term. It's not a 4 plus a y to the 6. It's not two terms added together or subtracted. 4 to the half, well, that's a fraction, so that means a root, where 2 is the root, so I'm square rooting it, or you could just leave that 2 out. And then y to the 6, it's been raised to the power of a half. When you raise a power to a power, you multiply those two. So 6 times a half, I was getting ahead of myself. 6 times a half is 3. Now what is the square root of 4? It's 2. And that's it simplified.